MAPEA is a multidisciplinary art workshop that I began in 2015 in Caracas, Venezuela. I brought together a group of artists, actors, activists, architects and journalists, and what we all had in common was an interest in public space and how we shape it and it shapes us at the same time. So we began by looking at cultural centres like museums and their neighbouring communities and the connections between them, or lack of. How does the colour blue move? And what shapes and colours can I see around me? What do I find when I walk down the road? And how does that make me feel? These are some of the questions that we use in our workshop. To begin with, we start with stretching and movement exercises taken from theatre to break the ice within the group and to wake up our bodies. We set up a language of signature movements that we all repeat together to train our memory and observation skills, so that when we walk through the neighbourhood, we can see things with a fresh eye.
So you think about something else when you think about color as well. For example, have you heard when people say I'm feeling blue?
Yes.
That means that you're feeling sad, right? So we can mix the image of the color with a movement, with a feeling, with an emotion.
This summer we held 13 workshops in Vicksburg and Kalamazoo with kids and youth in summer camp and in class. We bring together a diverse group of local artists to accompany the process, and as we explore our surroundings, the participants make an inventory of the things that they find interesting that they can then bring back and incorporate into their painted map. So we would stop and look along the way. We would stand under a tree to feel its cooling effect, and then out under the sun, explaining that a tree can cool as much as 5 air conditioners. And this way we would start the conversation about ecology, particularly since they're already learning about the climate crisis in school or at home. And particularly to start to look at the things that we like about our environment and those that we don't, so that it's not so much a given, but also a space that we can start thinking about how we want it to change. And in this way, the children can start to exercise a voice as participative members of their community.
The red parts are during the day and the blue are the night.
And then the other part is a tree with a horn.
For the squirrels, good, yeah.
I see like a fountain, like a tree, right? Some rocks. We have some animals.
Smelling a flower.
It's good to look at things from different sides, because if we're going to paint on a box, it's like a sort of three-dimensional slice of space, so we can see things from one side and then from the other, like the different views when you walk around it. After the walkabout, exploring our environment, we would come back to the workshop site to paint the map. Each participant had a box, so we were making a three-dimensional slice of space, each person choosing one aspect to paint of the map. And at the end, we would bring all the boxes together to recreate our neighbourhood and carry out a simple theatrical exercise where we insert ourselves into our map. At the end of the cycle of workshops, we held an exhibition where we invited all the participants to come and see their work in a museum environment, and also to invite the community to come and see their vision of our town.